Remember when The Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat released and we all cheered in unison? And it was a joyous time having gameplay with Outdoor Retreat. Me neither, because that genuinely never happened for like anyone. But first, happy time zone. My name is Ivory, and welcome to my gameplay diary. If you are not new here, welcome back. Why haven't you subscribed? Don't forget to hit the sub button so you don't miss another one. It's not going to bite you. I might bite you,
What?
but the sub button won't. It won't bite you at all. So today we are going to be unpacking some of the recent leaks that we got with the Sims 4 because we all know that if EA does one thing, it clocks its own tea. It loves to leak its own stuff. To me, it's like the equivalent of calling the paparazzi on yourself. That's kind of EA's vibe. So I'm very, very certain that Adventure Awaits is going to be our next expansion pack, and it's projected to release early October, perhaps October 2nd, but we really won't know for sure. There's a lot of stuff going on in this photo, and I just want to take the time to unpack it before we dive into some of the roadmap leaks that recently came out. So looking at this photo at first glance, the first thing that my eye darts to is the archery. So if I can take a educated guess, I'm going to assume that this pack is going to be centered around archery. The past couple of releases that we've gotten from The Sims 4 have been all centered around one focal point. So hobbies and business pack. The business was tattoo. The hobby was pottery. And one would have thought that maybe there would have been more hobbies that the Sims can do. No, the business was the tattoo parlor, and the hobbies, the pot. If you didn't do it, then you just had to do something old. And for life and death, there was the whole Grim thing. There were other features as well, but it was really focused around Grim Reaper, Grim School, whatever, dying, what have you. Love Struck, the dating app, was the focal point. And if you've been a simmer for as long as I've been a simmer, back in the day, Sims 3, even Sims 2, when there was DLC was huge and transformative. It added so much to the game, and it made each release feel like a whole new game that you were playing. Unfortunately, with the later years of The Sims 4, they kind of lost that charm, and what they have been doing is just remixing things that they already have released and adding some features like, you know what, we should have added archery to Outdoor Retreat. That would have ate. You know what, let's make it an expansion pack, and they call it a day. So I, as someone that's a part of the EA Creator Network, I do have the opportunity to try these things out, sponsored by EA, but that really doesn't change my integrity. So I'm always going to be honest and provide my unfiltered thoughts on what I see and what I think and how I feel about these packs that they've been putting out, the DLC. And I can just, by looking at this picture, I already know that this isn't going to be sufficient to be considered as an expansion pack. Because I do see the natural spring, what looks like a geyser right here in the background. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a few interactions here, perhaps a rabbit hole. So if we can't actually go to the geyser, we might see them in the background. And this might be something that your sim can just go to and click and interact with as a rabbit hole. Think the tiger, what is it? The tiger sanctuary and for rent. Yeah, for rent. Really excited for tigers until I figured out it was a rabbit hole. So I really don't anticipate much from the natural springs here. I think that they definitely put this here to entice people to spend money, but when you open up the game, it's going to be a rabbit hole. So for the archery, I do see here that the kid sim has the bow and arrow in their hand, which is exciting because oftentimes the kids get left out of activities and things just aren't compatible for them. Now, I don't expect a kid sim to become a tattoo artist, even though that'd be pretty gnarly. I just, just some things don't pertain to the youth in The Sims 4. However, I do see that archery is going to be something that the family can do together. Now, I do hope that this isn't just a kid activity. I hope that it's for all ages, because then that would just feel like limiting. So I also see the girl here holding this doll. Now, I know there's been a lot of buzz about imaginary friends. I'm going to tell y'all right now, and I'm going to hold your hand as I say this. Ain't no imaginary friend. I think that this is going to be a doll, and perhaps the sim kid is going to talk to said doll, And maybe the doll, it could be animated like an imaginary friend, but I doubt it's going to have the same charm and the essence of the imaginary friends that we're used to in the Sims franchise. So definitely anticipate them being able to talk to, interact with. Maybe they can even change their outfits. That would be pretty cool. But I honestly do not believe that this is going to be imaginary friend. That's pretty lofty, and you know, we got to set our expectations, whatever they are, put them a little bit lower. So I do think this would be a fun thing for the Sims to have, the kids to have, but I don't think it's going to be an imaginary friend. I also see on this Sim in the back that she has on this two-piece outfit here. Now for console players, you're not able to do custom content, so the fact that they are having clothing items that are modern and of time, I know that this is going to be a popular two-piece set. Your Sims will be able to have their best in Fabletics, Savage Fenty, Yitty, like they are going to have it on, okay? Lululemon is going to be there for your Sims. Another thing that I noticed here is this very creepy and unsettling mustache on this Sim. EA is not, it's not too late to retract this mustache. It's not necessary, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if my Sim is in this campground and we see somebody with that mustache, we're going back home. We're going back to Brundleton Bay. We're not gonna do that. So I just feel like that mustache is a choice, and it's a choice that we could have just said no to. Now, the other things that I want to call out here, if you look in the background, it's pretty fuzzy, but I do see some water back there. But I want to say that this is a tent. So we already have camping, but like I said, with The Sims 4, we have outdoor retreat, right? But why not have outdoor retreat work it out in the remix outdoor retreat, right? Like whatever they missed, whatever they didn't get right, instead of fixing and then representing us outdoor retreat as a free update, why not just sell us those fixes? Like why not do that? So I definitely think we are going to see some new camping features for sure. I'm seeing a fence here, so I'm wondering if there's going to be like archery competitions and things that you can compete with the same way you can like train your horse and stuff like that. Maybe they would have like setups within this fence for archery, but that's where my mind is going with that. What I will say about this pack is, if you are going to get your hands on it, definitely consider waiting. The Sims team, I'm not gonna just bite my tongue here. The Sims has been pretty disappointing from like 2023 on. For me, in 2024, I lost my forever save file that I've been playing since like after 3 or 4 years since the Sims came out. It was even my alpha save file. And then I made it over into Maxis, and that was like my baby, my personal Sims that, you know, I kept to myself. And when I would turn the game on, that would be the Sim I was playing. Gone, okay, gone. The save file that we worked on together on the stream, you know, we made the high school, we made Nivea and her family, we did all of the things. I made townies, I made friends, I made siblings, I made parents, grandparents, corrupted. Can never get that back. Even the backup, I tried to fix the backup, corrupted. So the climate of the Sims right now, their solution to a lot of these issues that many, like thousands of players have been experiencing, myself included, corruptions, you cannot open your saves, you cannot play, the game crashes. Their solution right now is to, well, if you have a problem, just disable that pack. Why would we fix it? That's dumb. Duh. Like, no, we're not doing that. Just disable it, girl. Like, we don't want to hear about it. Like, that is the energy that I get. So with the adventure awaits, my concern is that it's going to be another pack that is detrimental for longtime players, people that have longtime save files. So definitely, if you are going to get this, maybe give it a week or two, let them do hot patches, fix whatever, and then get it. Maybe if you have your favorite Sim streamer, I don't really stream The Sims anymore. I've been thinking about streaming it on Twitch because I really do like have to start over. I'm starting my new forever save file, so I'm thinking of dusting off my Twitch channel just to play a few times a week after work. But that's a whole other story in itself. If you guys would be interested in Sims 4 on Twitch, leave a comment below. Let me know. My Twitch channel is mygameplaydiary. Let me know. But other than that, definitely wait. Watch some streams, okay? Like, no shade to YouTubers. I do YouTube with Sims 4. I really haven't in a while, but don't watch a edited, curated video and think, I'm gonna get this. Wow, it's so fun. No. Watch people play the game live, okay? Is it crashing? Are they having issues? Are there bugs? Because people do edit these issues out because they want their content to be aesthetic. So, no, again, no disrespect to the Sims 4 YouTube community, but do not feel inclined to purchase this based off of someone's YouTube video. Watch a YouTube live, watch a Twitch stream, and see for yourself if this is something that you want to buy, especially if you have your precious save files and you haven't been a victim to the sad, state of the corrupted save files, many people losing years of gameplay. It really actually hurt my feelings. I was distraught, but I'm starting over, I'm starting fresh, and I'm moving on. But I don't want anybody else to experience that the way I experienced it. So definitely just wait, okay? Even with this whole pack disabler, wait. Don't touch it, don't use it, because 90% of the time with the Sims 4, it's going to be broken. But yeah, my closing thoughts for this pack is I just feel like it doesn't need to be an expansion pack. And I've spoken about this previously with the Sims 4, but this is definitely a game pack at best. A game pack, maybe even a stuff pack for archery. But I already know off the bat that this is not going to be expansive. It's not really going to expand upon our gameplay. What they are doing now is just getting rid of the whole concept of a game pack, and they're just selling us expansion after expansion after expansion, and y'all eat it up every single time. So it's just, it is what it is at this point. This is going to be a $40 purchase. However, if you want to stick it to the man that is EA and support me as a creator, feel free to use my Instant Gaming code. I'll put the QR code on the screen and the link will be in the description. You will be able to save big money on not just EA, but all games, and it helps to support me as a creator. Let's dive into the roadmap updates that leaked. The Sims, they love to call the paparazzi on themselves. I don't see how you update a website and accidentally link and set live something that's not so. I don't know. It's just like you would think that everyone that works on things that is involved in a leak, you would think that they were an intern the way they leak stuff, but nonetheless, we got to see it. So on 9/4, we are supposed to get the official leak for Adventure Awaits, and I feel like this tracks. Solid leaks, like things that we can know for sure is going to come out, they always leak that like 2 weeks before they give the official reveal. So I'm certain that that's going to come out around the 4th. And then on the 10th, we're supposed to get the gameplay trailer. And on the 23rd, we are going to get a base game update. I actually put this on my calendar to make sure that I set myself to offline mode because I do not want to be a part of this nonsense. Since I started over, I don't really have any mods, but still, I just, my Sims 4 trauma, like I don't want the save files that I have been working on to get messed up. So I most likely will be playing offline. And then on the 2nd, we're supposed to have the launch of the new EP. And on the 9th, a new autumn apparel kit. I don't know about you guys, but I am kind of over kits. I feel like there's too many kits. And I understand, again, console players, they're not able to get custom content. So this is the avenue that they do have to get it. Though I feel like in 2025, there should be some type of online system where creators can put their items and console players can put it in their game. But what do I know? I'm just a woman that plays The Sims 4. And then in November, we're going to have some type of event, and there's going to be another base game update. So that's going to be another dark day. We'll get another creator kits. I do prefer creator kits over EA kits. I feel like the creator kits do have a bit more soul to them. And then in December, we are going to get another base game update followed by a new kit. I would say that we should expect another expansion pack somewhere between November in December. I don't know why. I just felt like they have one more EP in them before the year is over. There has been a lot of buzz about bans. There was a leak on that some time ago, so I'm hoping that we get bans. I feel like no matter what I want out of EA, we just don't get it, so who knows, but it would be nice to see bans in The Sims 4 because I feel like that's gameplay that everyone would enjoy, but at this point it just feels like we're never gonna get it. I'm ready for The Sims 4 to die. I have been playing The Sims 4 for a very long time. I've been playing it since it launched. Before that I played The Sims 3. Before that I dabbled into The Sims 2 on console. I was playing The Sims Castaway. That was like one of my favorite games ever. I am a longtime simmer, and I can say with confidence that The Sims 4, there's no milk left in this cow. And it's just kind of sad to see them try to milk and milk and milk this game, and I just feel like The Sims 4 has nothing else to give, you know what I mean? So I know The Sims 5 is no longer a thing, which is disappointing because they don't want us to lose DLC, but I mean, we've done that from The Sims to Sims 2 to Sims 3 to Sims 4. We had years of DLC that we purchased, and if people still want to play The Sims 4, they will. But I just feel like The Sims 4 is becoming dreadful, you know? It's like not even exciting anymore. It's like, ugh, what are they doing with The Sims 4 now? So I definitely want them to move on, whether it's Project Renee, whether it's backtracking and saying, you know what, we will do The Sims 5, or if it's just a whole new concept that none of us will expect. But I will say that the roadmaps and these quote-unquote expansion packs that we've been getting, all of it feels very flat, very empty, very cash grabby. And as somebody that's been playing The Sims basically their whole life, this is not how I thought my favorite game would go out. So the expectations that we have for The Sims 4 are already at the Earth's core. We don't want them to go to hell. So I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this adventure awaits? Are you excited for more Sims 4? Do you want something new? Let me know in the comments section because I'd be very curious to know. Other than that, I do want to say thank you so much for your time today. Remember to stay hydrated, be kind to yourself, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.
Control-Alt-Delete, I'm the queen of the screen. Got my pixels popping like a perky dream. What's your time zone, baby? What's the vibe? Gaming all night, locked in with my tribe. Click, clack, build that, we gon' thrive. Story popping, cause it's live. Reborn body looking tight. Virtual baddie, day and night. Enjoy playtime, getting high. My Sims got drama, I can't deny. Till we play paralyzed, cozy vibes with Ivory. Baby, put me in your hard drive. Stacking mods, your girl's got gigs. Make a character, her booty big. Crafting stories, add some glam. Resident, now they like damn. Click, clack, build that, we gon' thrive. Story poppin', cause it's live. We in Bliss Bay, blowing meow bucks. The Luca car got all my haters stuck. Enjoy playtime, getting high, getting high. My Sims got drama, I can't deny. Can't wait till we play paralyzed, cozy vibes with Ivory. Baby, put me in your hard drive. Rendered under neon light. Digital babes looking